You're now listening to the Listen Up Podcast.
Listen up. Listen up. Listen. Welcome back to the Listen Up Podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick.
Woo!
We got Jordan. And joining us as our first new guest to Guest Fest 3, we've got Jordan's friend, Abe.
Hey everyone, I'm here.
This week we're going to be taking a look at Slide by George Clanton with an A, released in 2018. Really quick before we get into that, if you want to keep up with the show, you can find us on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and on Instagram at ListenUpPod. That's where we're going to make any announcements regarding the show or merch. Speaking of which, if you'd like to support the show, you can find merch on interestpointproductions.com. There will be new merch at some point, and there will be a real website at some point.
Yeah.
We're going to sell firearms for the new Interest Point.
I haven't done that, so it'll be done. But you can find those at that URL or at the link tree on the socials. So yeah, regarding the selection for this week, Abe, why did you choose this album as your introduction to the show?
So, hello everyone, I'm Abe. I mean, that's just the intro for that.
What a guy.
And are we including like the 20 minutes of bant in the beginning?
Yeah.
No,
So
in the beginning,
definitely not.
No, we don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when I edit this. We'll see what's in. I selected
George Clanton's Slide. I mean, I feel like there's multiple reasons. One, I just like the darn thing. I feel like it's just like a really excellent, really excellent album. And I feel like, especially now, it was good in 2018, but I feel like now it's just like, it fits so well with the trends now, I guess. And also just timeless at the same time. I feel like it draws on a lot of like really things that are big right now, like, kind of like this drum and bass type thing that's been driven by TikTok, apparently, allegedly. Along with just like drawing from vaporwave in really interesting ways other than just like, slowing down or speeding up things. Just really solid pop album. Number 2. I just think everything surrounding it is really nice too, from, how George makes stuff. And I kind of refreshed my info just this morning during work, just watching interviews or whatnot, just, catching up. And then number 3, I just saw, I saw George Clanton for the 3rd time this past Saturday.
Oh, hell yeah.
3rd time.
Yeah, number 3.
I've only seen...
Jesus Christ.
I think I've only seen 2 bands multiple times and 3 bands multiple times only twice. And in next September it will be 4, but it will still only be twice.
Okay. Yeah,
I've only seen 1 band 3 times.
Oh, I mean, I absolutely would. I just haven't gotten the opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
It's all about situation too, because it's like there's some bands I would like to see like a dozen times. Like I would love to see like the King Giz tour right now like a dozen times. Was just like, not
Jason Isbell at the Ryman. If I lived in Nashville, I would buy tickets to probably like every day of his fucking like, every single day. Every day of his residency. I'd be in there. I might be in dog shit seats, but I'm fucking going bankrupt. I'm running up, dude. In one day, I'm purchasing all of my like new credit card rewards for whatever miles only on those concerts.
Only on those.
Like that shit would be insane. So yeah, no, it's totally like opportunity that has prevented such an occurrence.
Yeah, and I mean for me, it's just been like a string of opportunities. Including, and it might be a talking point, this poster right here, Electronicon, which is George's label's festival he's been throwing. He threw 2 in 2019, 1 in New York, 1 in LA, and of course pandemic threw some stuff out of whack, but he just threw, and of course it's more folks in kind of like the woodwork when it comes to setting up the stuff. But I saw the 3rd Electronicon this past August in New York and Queens, so...
Oh shit!
Nice.
Yeah, we COVID fucked up our 2020 Bonnaroo lineup pretty fucking heavily.
But then you got to go with more people though.
We did, because like Nick was able to go, you know, and then like David's friends from work, who like at the time he didn't even know, they were like chill as fuck. So like it was a good time, great. But yeah, that 2020 lineup would have been like a wet dream type fucking vibe. Like it would have been 30 shows of just people I've wanted to see my whole life.
Damn, that's what Rolling Loud was for me, pretty much.
Dude, my whatever the fuck the whale's name is in Moby Dick. Oh, Moby Dick.
Shamu.
Holy shit, I am a fucking idiot.
Bruh, clip it. That's gonna be the clip. That's gonna be the clip.
I'm gonna have to clip myself with that shit.
Oh my god, that's funny.
That might have been one of the dumbest things I've ever said. That was so stupid. I literally. Dude,
it's Shamu, bro. That's his name.
I'm so stupid. But my white whale is Glass Animals at Red Rocks.
That's so
that is like just
Glass Animals.
The white whale to your A head.
By the time I could have bought tickets for them, they were already $400 for GA, so I could not afford them at the time.
Wait, how much?
$400. It's about to be $1,000 for me and Vic to go. Yeah,
gotta get your bag up,
bro. YOLO. So you know, like now I would drop that. And it'll all be on credit card, baby. But like,
yeah, that'd be a couple monthly installments.
People don't get it. Our generation, we plan maybe 3 years ahead at this point. We don't have a fucking 30-year plan.
That's fact.
You guys are fumbling life's bag for us. We got to make it count. So like, I'll go in debt. I don't
exactly.
You realize like what? Like, come on. Like, how many things are gonna happen before like
we got climate catastrophe,
2050,
the people in power catastrophe,
overpopulation, food shortages, water shortage.
Dog,
like
I got maybe
land shortage once the ocean starts rising. Come on,
5 years max that I've thought ahead about. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking credit card those fucking concert tickets.
Credit score. Have you heard about sea level? Come on, man.
Michael ain't gonna be too happy about that.
My retirement account. Have you heard about nuclear war on the horizon? Yeah, dog. No, I don't give a fuck.
Literally, bruv.
So yeah, nah. But you know, before I go into that eternal darkness, please let me see Glass Animals
sorry,
at Red
boys.
Rocks.
I went black pilled. That's my bad.
No,
he did.
It's hard not to nowadays.
Doomer podcast.
We're chilling.
What?
Sorry if you were trying to listen to this and not spiral.
I'm chilling more than I should, quite honestly.
Yeah. No, that's life, though. You know.
I'm entering my boomer type era, where I'm
really.
Dude, honestly, I don't know.
In a work meeting the other day, I literally said I'm chilling.
It's the most
like in an official capacity.
Wait, what'd you say, Abe?
I like school, but like ever since the working life, I've been pretty stress free. Also, for context, this is not my own home. This is literally I'm in the basement.
Hey, hell
so, yeah. Look at that record collection. You've made it your space. That's all.
Bro.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wait, how many levels are there?
It may not be your house, but it is your home. Am I right?
Yeah. So we have this 6 box right here, and then off camera, I have a four banger right here, and then an additional 4 banger over there, and then some stacked on the side.
Bro, I thought I had a lot of records.
I have. So on that shelf in that little quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! I can mirrors fuck with me. Hang on. So
Jamie's about to fall over.
Oh my god!
Oh god! I can't.
Dude,
all my shit's in my living room. That's it.
That's what you got packing, my friend.
Baby mode.
It's righteous.
I have those records, but I also don't have a record player. So like,
you don't have a.
No.
Boy, what the fuck?
Abe is sleep, bro. Abe is sleep.
I want one, and I know exactly what I'm going to get. I just have not. All right.
This is going to be extremely important. This could honestly be the lecture we have. What are we looking at for record player?
So since I need to verify that like I actually do this, I'm looking at a nice like mid-tier Audio Technica And then like I gotta get
oh god
some sort of speakers. Don't worry, trust. I'm a very big audio fidelity guy. I will research for like a week before I buy anything. Like, don't worry, I'm in good hands. Because I know like how power and electronics correlate too. So like I will research specifications before I buy anything. But I just haven't done so.
I have a very mid-tier setup, but I keep forgetting to save money to upgrade it, so it is what it is.
Bro,
but, you don't forget, Brett. You're spending on fun stuff,
credit card expense.
Yeah,
okay. Credit card debt is like the worst debt ever to be in, Jamie. I don't know.
Bro, we're dead in 5 years.
Don't listen to Jamie, guys. Don't listen to Jamie.
Please build your FICO score.
Buy that
$2,000
purchase. Put on your credit card.
Based. Don't get phony.
I feel like credit card debt is the easiest.
Awesome if you're gonna ruin your
credit bankruptcy. Fuck it. Who cares?
The easiest, Nick. Are you trolling right now?
Well, like what's a worse? Well, like what's a better kind of debt than credit card debt? You said it's like one of the worst debts.
I'll word it this way: credit carding your way into like ruinous life decisions just to go to Spain or like England is not the move. However, if you're doing that same thing but going to like Tbilisi, Georgia, or Azerbaijan, like that's based. Like I would be.
Yeah, that's based as fuck. Like if you're like,
I'm going to the UAE, bro.
The last of my credit card, I'm so in debt. I'm just gonna go chill in like Mali for a few weeks. I'm like, that's fucking sick.
I'm going to Dubai.
If you're blowing up your life and your ability to get loans, go to Amsterdam. I'm making fun of you.
That's kind of basic, right? If you're going to fucking what's that place in Greece that like every like influencer in LA? If you're going to Santorini, that's fucked up. But if you're going to just like chill in like the wilderness, that's sick. That's fucking sick. Fuck it.
Me and the homies going to rob Croatia.
Rob Croatia.
Homies fucking just vibing in Bosnia.
Shout out to the people in Rob.
Dude, shout out to my Croatian listeners. That World Cup loss, man. Damn, you know.
I'm going to northern Canada in the last unexplored wilderness.
Go to the Yukon. Fuck it. YOLO. Go chill in Nome, Alaska.
I love the women's basketball team of Yukon.
I'm living on the permafrost. All right.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We're going crazy.
You know the Midwest section of Canada, like they grow corn. Like it's like I don't know how the fuck they do that. I thought it was all frozen.
I did not.
Oh no. Alberta is one of the most based provinces of all time.
Dude, shout out to all my
based province list.
My
Alberta #1. Okay.
My fucking Saskatoons up there, you know, chilling.
The top three provinces: Alberta, British Columbia, Ontario.
Okay.
No, actually, this is difficult.
Shout out to my BC bros.
No, honestly, Alberta, British Columbia, Quebec. I want to go to Montreal. Extremely bad.
I don't know that I haven't been to Montreal, but I don't think I have.
What do you mean you don't know you've been to Montreal?
Okay, so when I was very young, we went to a place that sounded a lot like Montreal if it wasn't Montreal. And I don't know that it was and or wasn't. And I don't know that it was significant enough to ask my mom and she would remember.
Jamie, hey, Mom, you're on that.
Go to another country.
So I've been to Toronto. I know that for a fact.
We went to that Quebec pack.
Bro,
Jamie went to Little Montreal.
We went on a road
California.
trip to Toronto when I was young. We drove up to Montreal because we stayed in Pittsburgh for like the halfway point. Yeah. So like we went up to Toronto. We went to Niagara. We did all the shit.
Jamie and Niagara.
Like we stayed the night in Pittsburgh because the next day before we kept going to Canada, we swung by Heinz Field to get like my dad got autographs on his terrible towel. I was too young. I didn't have my own at the time, so I don't have any signatures on mine. Mine's
your family's fans of the Steelers? Oh,
dude, we're big Pittsburgh.
I'm also Steelers fan.
Okay, me and my dad are Pittsburgh. My mom does not give a fuck, and my sister gives less of a fuck. Like negative fuck.
I vomited all over my keyboard.
She bullies me for being a football fan. Is what my sister is.
God. Can we have some decorum in the chat? Why are we going to the wrong side of the state?
Where are you going? Where the fuck are you? Where are you going in Pennsylvania?
Oh, dude, I grew up in Pennsylvania. My family's from there. I'm from.
Who's your team then?
Oh, Birds all the way.
Go Birds, you know. I mean, dude, like,
don't you even. If you're, hey, don't you even.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Jamie.
No
all right,
Birds. There's no beef with Philadelphia.
Yes,
I fuck with the Birds. I love it right now. Undefeated. Let's go. Jalen Hurts might be that guy. He's looking like that guy every Sunday. I fucking love it.
If you're talking Jalen Hurts, that's fucking. If you're talking Pittsburgh in the very same sentence. We were
the fucking merger
Birds?
team during the war. What do you
kidding?
mean? How do you have beef?
No,
how do you have beef?
Bro, that was 70 years ago, brother.
Bro, Philadelphia's all about brotherly love. That counts.
Have you met a 70-year-old? I don't think so. At least in my neck of the woods, you're definitely not any 70-year-olds.
I don't know. I've been chilling with the Birds. I like them. I've never cheered. One of the loudest I've ever cheered for a Super Bowl was watching Tom Brady get shit on by Philadelphia.
All right, I'll forgive you.
Dude, I partook in the screaming of the fight song while we played it out of our friend Adam, who's been on the show. His college roommate's amp. Yeah. We played the Philadelphia fight song out of our dorm.
That was a crazy time.
Watching Tom Brady look back confused and miss that fucking catch in the end zone. Oh my god, I almost came. That shit was hype. Oh my god.
Hey,
I like Philadelphia.
Yeah. Okay.
And like it's NFC, so like I don't have to really care unless it's literally the Super Bowl. So
okay.
Sure.
I'll support.
Well, I would just leave it there. I would just Should we get into the meat and the potatoes?
If you want to. Yes. I mean, that's how the show goes. We keep trying to make it not a music podcast or like a loosely music podcast. It's
Sure.
No, I feel.
Yeah,
it's fun to just talk sometimes,
Oh no,
we're just typical 23, some of us 24-year-old white guys who love to hear ourselves talk.
Bro, we get it. Jordan had a birthday. All right, you know what? I had a wedding anniversary. So
a little more significant, all right?
I'm going to post the pics at some point. I have to, dude. Those are too hard not to, but I just don't know when or how,
I got to post here.
The pics of us.
They are hard, dude. We look good.
And no one's ever posted. Well. I don't even think you posted them, did you?
So I have not gotten the link for the official full set of wedding photos yet.
What? You sent it to us.
Yeah, you sent it to us.
I haven't. Okay. I have gotten the link. I have not gone on and downloaded said photo.
Wow, dude.
I'm not downloaded and gone through. And then like for the anniversary post, I had enough photos that weren't from it. I didn't need it. But I should do that. They're
like, they're so high res.
Okay.
They are very high res.
I will go in and I will get the photos. But they do go hard though.
But yeah, we're gonna say first opinions on Abe's pick.
It was chill.
Kind of a little different than we usually listen to be honest.
Jamie said,
"That's the plan."
No, it was like I would say probably like the closest we've came to that, at least on this show, is like Igloo Ghost kind of vibes.
Have we? Are you familiar?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I'm surprised you got those vibes from it.
I mean more so like electronically focused without a lot of because like we've done a lot of Glass Animals, but that's very like vocal centric as well. And this is the kind of vibe where it's like you're not focusing as much on the lyricism. You're more so just in like an electronic headspace kind of shit.
Right. Okay.
To me, it's like a. I hate to compare shit to Tame Impala, but it's like.
We got a big Tame Impala guy.
Tame Impala guy. It's like it's like a more electronically influenced Tame Impala, a little less like lyrically focused, but like I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
No.
Like
as like I was chilling. It was like a good version.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was chilling.
I liked it too. It was Abe. Abe, I think, kind of knows my music taste.
Y'all are free to hate. I'm not. This is not my.
Oh, don't
worry.
No,
trust me.
If you listen to Jordan's past episodes, if we wanted to hate, we would be haters.
We
would be haters.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we.
No,
the thing is objective or not objective, but like worry free of hate space.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm usually. With Guess, I'm like, if I don't love something, I'm usually nice about it, but I'm still honest about it. I'm like, I can pick out parts that I like, but I didn't love it. But this I really enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot of it.
The album cover's kind of weird. Those shoes are whack.
Shoes are wild.
You don't like the cover?
I kind of like it.
I think that's one of the sickest things. It's sick.
I really fuck with like the tag font.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. That's sick. But it's just
what part?
I just hate those. I hate that style of shoe. That's
like
that's
graffiti
the big
font.
Problem. And it's like it's at the front. It's really big. You see the shoes, and I go.
I mess with it. I mess with it so much. I don't know.
I like everything. If I could like cover up the shoes, then we're.
The shoes though.
Do you want him to wear Yeezys, huh? You want to wear Yeezys?
Jay wants a Yeezy.
Yeah, we heard what you said,
Jamie.
Jamie.
Fila type shit. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, but at the same time, like.
So, I had a teacher who only wore those like Shaq Walmart shoes that looked like that because they were the only ones who would fit him because he had like size 15 feet or whatever, and I didn't like him so much that like that style of shoe makes me nauseous. So it's not George's fault. That's my personal.
Know who you're talking about.
Nick is the only one who does, and that's fine. We'll leave it at that. But it's not George's fault, But I personally have an aversion to that. Anything that remotely resembles that title.
I'll have to tell you a hilarious story about my dad meeting him for the first time after the pod off air.
Dude, my dad had the same thing, not when I was his student, but when my sister was his student. He was like,
"Oh yeah,
what the fuck?" Had a PTA event or whatever. He was like,
parent teacher conference.
Yeah. He was like, man, what
association
where I'm making straight A's, and like my mom was like, I have to go. I have to meet all your teachers. And
I know, right? That teacher was the type of guy to fucking like have a reading club and then select a book that he wanted kids to like black out the curse words in the book. So like, that's where we're at with that guy. Wild behavior.
But we're not burning the books, but we are ignoring some.
I did enjoy listening to it. It was
right. I was gonna say Abe probably knows. Oh, sorry, what?
I was just saying, I was trying to pick something that like I feel like you guys would. I feel like if I were to show this to the average Zoomer, I feel like they would enjoy it, but at the same time, like something like, I mean, it's not the most out there, but at the same time, I don't feel like most folks know about it, except the real heads out there.
We know.
Like, when you first sent it, I was like, at first my brain autofilled George Clinton. I was like, oh, we're getting funky. And I was like, wait a minute, no, this is like completely different. But it was still chill. It was very funny where I was like, oh, so like Parliament. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, no, different.
That was a very comedic like 5 seconds for me.
From my understanding,
I definitely
too.
I recognize the album cover, but I don't know what song I heard. Like or when I heard it, like I just like when I saw the album cover, I was like, I know I've listened to something off this, but I can't remember what it was.
Right.
That's why I wanted Abe on here too, is because I know Abe has so much music knowledge. Like, Abe, you're probably the person who like that listens to the most music and different music that I know. Also, like you're
so you're saying he's the most qualified to like own this podcast, but like the three of us are the ones who
I
actually
have much ambition.
Abe just has very, because when did you get into King Gizzard?
2015.
Yeah, and that was like way before they blew up, right? Like how?
Yeah, literally the only reason why me and Nick know of King Giz was because we had a friend who at the time also like was a fan. Our friend Dylan, who I'm still trying to get on the podcast.
It's a disease.
Yeah, he literally was the guy who got us into that, and then Alex Cameron as well.
Okay.
Who we all saw that's who me and Nick, and then Zach, who's been on here. We saw him at the Grey Eagle, and Russell Crowe introduced the band to a crowd of 300 people in a basement in Nashville.
Right.
That was a fever dream. But yeah,
he's
like the same kind of guy where like at the time he was just listening to like not like underground shit, but like just stuff that we had no idea. I don't know where he fucking found King.
Well, I mean, if I were to have like a dumb academic term, I'd say like the middle class of artists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
People who are just out there chilling, but you don't know their names.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I feel it.
Yeah, I told I told Abe that I had been to the Grey Eagle and told him that it was for Alex Cameron, and he said that he has the Forced Witness vinyl, the one that
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what?
Hell yeah.
I can't really think about it because I haven't listened to it much.
Yeah.
I just got it from like a trade or whatnot. I got it on the cheap, but I'm just like, yeah, I know Alex Cameron, I guess.
It is chill. Like you like literally, I've talked to you for like 40 minutes and you have an impressive array of like.
Stop it.
It's a good time. No, for real.
But wait, real quick, what I was gonna say, Abe, I know you know my music taste a little bit. Well, you don't like know, but you know that I just.
That's it.
Yeah, but me, Nick, and Jordan,
King of New York.
We don't know it. We don't know your music taste though.
Yeah,
right.
but I was saying like my personal like this album was like okay for me, but I didn't like love it, you know,
Right.
just because that's that's just not my style as much, you know.
Right. Okay.
Which is usually a theme. Every once in a while, like something will surprise me, and I like something, but I'm very much trying to break the mold of like what I listen to. But I'm so like I'm such a redundant person, and like a
right.
Bro, don't say you're so short. Yeah,
I am a no. Well, I'm like I love repetition, you know, and like just listening to stuff that I like over and over again that sounds the same.
Nostalgia.
Jordan,
wait, what?
Your highest 12 picks are albums that you have selected. Your 13th highest pick is Injury Reserve's album that Hunter chose.
Which one?
Hey.
Injury Reserve by Injury Reserve.
Self-titled.
The self-titled. Hold up.
Yeah.
Way to flex on y'all.
Jordan gave it an 8. Nick gave it an 8.5. I gave it an 8.8. And Hunter gave it
Dave just has infinite number of flexes.
Wait, hold up. Whose pick was it for Injury Reserve?
It was our friend Hunter.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
guest album.
I guess.
Okay,
It's
so
5th
y'all
overall, just for, away.
But Nick still went. Nick went to Injury Reserve concert, didn't you?
Yeah,
Which
I did.
one?
Yeah. I saw him for By the Time I Get to Phoenix. It was in Durham.
I was on a show too, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, here, hold up.
Okay, so you guys did meet. You guys did
It's
meet.
like fucking Austin revealing that he lived in Cary last episode. And we were like, what the fuck? We all live in, you guys, not me, sadly.
Jamie, Freudian slip. He wants to come back so badly.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm back.
I actually,
you know.
I'm actually gonna loop around too because I. Oh wait, it looked like he had a couple.
I feel like this is gonna be my heaviest flex.
Ever?
It's gotta be signed, right?
It's up there.
Ever in your whole life?
This isn't signed. I have a CD over there. I don't want to get it. It's signed from that show.
Oh hell yeah!
But I did see them earlier. So yeah, self-titled right here.
Oh nice. Signed
okay,
also.
signed.
Oh, okay, signed.
With
right,
Grogs.
Nice.
Yeah, Grog signed it too. Holy shit!
And then
that's sick as fuck.
Hold up. Grogs as well. Here, let's pull it. This is my biggest. Grogs as well. You can't really see it, but Grogs as well.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
And then the floss with the
baby.
Live at the Dentist Office on the other side.
Oh god.
Whoa. Is that like? Is that like on the same jacket? Or
Yeah,
like,
it's a double. They made it as a double.
okay, that's fucking sick.
So that's the only way you can get it on vinyl. But yeah, no, I got mad because Jordan didn't include me in the Injury Reserve talk. I've been listening to
Dude, album. That was a guest album.
Yeah, that was
a. Yeah, my closest one to that is I wasn't supposed to reveal this on this episode. I was supposed to do it on the next one, but I got the flip turn double pressing of the 2 EPs on vinyl. Dude, they're fucking sick.
I have no idea.
They like blended the 2 EPs into like a mixed set list on the A side, B side type shit. So this was sick. I mean, this isn't like as limited, obviously, because like Grogs, but it still looks cool as shit.
Oh, that's hype.
Yeah, it's translucent pink and orange, and it's awesome.
That's nice.
And then I have the entirety of Peach Pit's discography on vinyl as well. I have all 3 albums
likes
on.
Peach Pit a lot.
Dude, I fucking love Peach Pit.
My boy likes Peach Pit a lot.
We're seeing them in December. That's like the concert that I've been most excited for in a while.
But Abe, when's the last time you like weren't front row at a concert? Do you even remember?
Last time I was in front row. Here,
now, are you fighting for front row at like standing room GA or like paying front row prices for seated tickets?
I
standing,
fight for
honestly.
I try not to pay for front row.
That's the sick part.
For the King Giz show, I did get the Rabbit does have a brew pass, which is like an early access thing, but you get a free beer and a free koozie. So I went for that.
Yeah.
But let's see. I'm just counting down like where I was. So I went to King Giz Monday. Last Saturday I was at George Clanton front. Before that, a few weeks ago, I went to see not Young Bay was the main act, but I left during his set because I don't like Young Bay, but St. Pepsi, and I was front row for that. Last show I was in front row for was Red Hot Chili Peppers, which I was just like in the
you are bodying us for concert frequency.
Well, he's not bodying me, but like he's still beating me.
But
you know,
like,
I think we sat down and wrote out like a chronology. I think he might body you, Nick.
But after the Chili Peppers thing, early September, I did see front row Black Midi with Black Country Road.
Oh, you went to that Asheville show?
Yeah. I was my third time seeing Black Midi.
Nice. I knew a guy who went to that show, but I was at another show, so I didn't go to it.
25% of me wants to move back because Nick has really become a big concert guy. And he's like when I lived around all of our friends, we would go to concerts for artists we really, really fucked with. But we weren't like every week, every other week seeing shows, but like I want to be that guy.
Right. Nah, me
and I feel like Nick is evolving into
a little bit. Like I went and saw Whitney on Tuesday. And they were really great. At the drop
of a hat, if someone goes, "Do you want to see a show?" I will say yes.
I need that in my
life. I don't have that in my life right now. Like me and Vic, we got hype shit. Like we bought tickets for Monkeys at Red Rocks in over a year, and we're gonna buy Tove Lo tickets. But like, other than that, I need like every week, because every time I see live music, I'm like, I should do this more often. Just go to unnamed artists.
But like, I would say my biggest flex this year for front row is and I did pay for early access. I did pay too much for the tickets in hindsight, but kind of worth it. Tyler Creator.
I was about to say, I think it was Tyler.
Bro, we fucking...
Okay, wait, listen to this. This, I texted Abe too late because it was after Tyler canceled on us. But Abe did text me to go with him, and I was like, oh, I'm already going with my friends like the day before, was 2 days before.
Yeah, so we heard the other side where Jordan was like, my friend asked me if I wanted to go the next day. Do I do it or do I not do it? And we were like, well, you're already going the night before.
Was this year or 2019 for
this was
this year.
This was this year.
But I mean, it wasn't all a loss.
I mean, we didn't get to go.
What? You didn't get to go?
I think he's just gonna pick up a vinyl.
Right, I'm gonna lay back a real one right now since I think he's falling down.
Because my headphone is not short enough or not long enough, and I don't have a Bluetooth enabled motherboard, so I have to fucking
I'm gonna be shooting
me and Nick still saw St. Paul and the Broken Bones at their show the next day, and I got this nice ass fucking Alien Coast vinyl. So like it wasn't a loss, but it still was like we were going out with my mom and her friends because they were in town for a like teacher conference kind of shit, and we were like drinking, and then we saw our phones and we were like on the way there we were like, guess we're not going to Norfolk tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was a fucking rip, but you know.
Yeah.
It was still a good time, but it was definitely an oof on that one.
It was so sad, bro.
Cause like I flew in from Denver to like see that show originally. And the St. Paul one was like a bonus. I mean, it was still sick as fuck. Me and Nick had a great time at the Ritz, but we were still like, damn. If only
Tyler the Creator, who only tours every 2 years, pretty much.
And his new album are fucking insane.
Yeah,
like they're so like.
How was it?
It's like a whole fucking experience, and we did not get the opportunity.
We didn't. It's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a rip. You know, it was a fucking it was a rip. So
yeah, to get into more. Abe also mentioned to me before this that there was a lot more backstory to this album.
Well, I'm interested in that because I don't know any of it.
Yeah. And that's what I told him. Sometimes like we like just like know about like, you know, the music and like what we liked about it, but Abe said there's a little bit more backstory.
I mean, it's not much about the backstory of the album, because I feel like it's like I mean, at the center of it, it is kind of like a I guess concept about like a missed love or whatever, but like I'm more honestly I'm a bit stupid. I'm more into production than lyrics. Like the vast majority of times I, you know, tune into music. But I feel like, I mean, for me, it's like George Clanton has a really unique approach in the, you know, the age of streaming when it comes to an independent record label, so to say. So, I mean, if we're going to do like a video essay type intro, I do have to do like the baked, like, oh, here's where he's from. But like, you know, George, like right now, George is based in LA. That's where his, you know, record label's based. It's like basically all ran out of his house in Los Angeles with his now fiance, who is, you know, a complimentary artist to him. Pardon?
Okay.
Yeah. But he was born and raised in like around Richmond.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Like to this day, like if you searched up like an interview of like him not singing or whatnot, you do kind of get like this. Hi, I'm George Clanton. He's you know, he sounds Southern more or less.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I mean, from my understanding, it's like he doesn't really have a traditional background in music. Like he, you know, one thing he does say in interviews is like he won like a songwriting thing in the 3rd grade. And like that's really it. From like he didn't like, you know, go to school for like music or whatnot. He just kind of stumbled into, you know, electronics. But first started out as an artist called China, and then an artist called Mirror Kisses, where he kind of leaned more into like the vapor, kind of like a chill wave, hypnagogic pop type thing. Which then he got into before George. He made his name off the name Esprit, where it wasn't more making like pop songs where I mean I would say like George make pop songs in my opinion, but like George really leaned into vaporwave with Esprit, and he has this album called Virtua.zip that kind of got him like eyes on him, and you know it's a really cool collection of stuff that's kind of connected together, really mellow type songs going on. Which then the year after, 2015, released this full thing for George Clanton called 100% Electronica, which that's a bit of foreshadowing. That just name alone, which was just a full suite of him writing some vaporwave, chillwave tinged pop songs, which I really enjoy. And, you know, if I were to point out some things, the opener Never Late Again is awesome. And I think it's a really cool approach too, since he, you know, made this all on a laptop and then eventually mastered on his buddy's like Tascam reel. So like it does sound like a bit crunchy.
Yeah.
And I'm personally part of the fan club where he posts like outtakes of stuff, and he posts stuff like before mastering. It sounds like more like, I guess, icy and, you know, of course more digital in some sort of way, but like it really feels warm listening to it.
Interesting. I know that like demos are cool as like a fun fact thing, but I actively don't like it when like deluxe editions are just regular songs plus like the demo reel version. So I mean, a bit like I don't want to yuck anyone's yum or whatever. Like if that's for you, that's fucking sick.
Yeah,
like, I love I find it really interesting, but I don't ever actively listen to them.
I mean, I literally flew up to New York to see this man, so
right. Yeah,
I'm deep in it.
Even like Elephant demo that Jason Isbell put out, I still like. I never ever cue that shit up. I cue up the studio cut, which is fun, you know? Right? Yeah, so that's interesting to hear. Like, it's not, you know, there's a target audience for that. It's just fun.
No, definitely. But I mean, I just want to point it out because I feel like it's like a really important part of Slide, where it's like, I think it's the same deal where, you know, of course, made digitally through like, you know, DAWs or whatnot, then mastered, you know, through an analog method. Yeah. And so then I think 2 years later was 200% Electronica, which was under the Esprit title from, the 2014 stuff. But the really cool thing about this one is it got like stems and parts of 100% electronica and kind of made them into like instrumental wavy type things.
That's fucking sick.
It's super nice. And you can kind of see on my, here, kind of my display that's way too far away to just, that's my tape right there that I just got signed last Saturday.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, like the little rectangle between the player and the Okay, yeah, gotcha.
But it does feature like familiar sounds and whatnot from that original 100% electronica, but 200% electronica kind of builds on that, kind of in a more ethereal type way, which then leads into the topic of today, slide, which although I was talking about reappropriating sounds from previous, I feel like it's a real new direction for George at this point. 2018, so it's been 4 years since then. He's only really released a collab album with Nick Hexum of 311, which I really enjoy it, but I feel like Slide is so much more significant than that in a way, because I don't know, I feel like Slide's like really, I think his most realized stuff thus far, whether it be just like the songs itself or just how the songs come together. Because although I do like 100%, 200% a lot, and Esprit, like the early Esprit stuff, this is the first one where it's like I feel like George is really considering how the album flows narratively and also just sonically.
Did you say with a member from 311?
Yeah, he
the late 90s, early 2000s band.
Yeah, no, George.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Like, I think from my understanding, it's like George grew up really liking 311, and he got into talks with their touring manager, which the touring manager really likes George Clanton's stuff, and they were talking during some sort of festival, which then got the boys in 311 listening to 200% electronica specifically, and Nick really loved it. And so then
that's so
George is someone who's like really, he just wants to work with himself, but like he was like, this is the only exception, working with like one of my heroes.
Dude, 311's like, there are bands that I only tangentially know as like a very in the time artist.
Oh no, definitely.
It's not between the late 90s to the early mid 2000s.
Right.
It's so funny. That's like if I heard
hilarious.
I collabed with like Matchbox 20, I'd be like, what?
It's funny, but
it's
so
me
funny.
and Rob Thomas go way back.
And the unfortunate thing is it's literally called George Clanton and Nick Hexum as the album. And they made a really this is gonna be like the album of the summer, except the summer that
gonna
released.
Be the fucking hit. And what year did it come out?
Released in 2020, like July 2020.
Oh no! So it was the year of heat waves.
It's like the summer that never happened, which is like now how he kind of describes the album as just like.
It's so funny. I was picturing it was like a 2016 release, and like Calvin Harris was like everywhere or some shit.
Calvin
Diplo
Harris
or some type vibe.
Right. So then, there comes Slide, of course, the huge, and I have my show and tell thing. Another tape I got signed, which I got when I met George back last year. He played at Cat's Cradle.
Oh, nice.
So I got talking to him, and I was like, "Oh, I don't."
Oh, you got to talk to him?
Yeah, and I talked to him much more this past Saturday, since it was like more low key, and I was the first one there. And he recognized me. I talked to him during that, and then a little bit during the tape trade back in August at 300, Electronicon 3. So he's like, "Where you at?"
You love to see that type of behavior.
No, don't.
Dude, that is awesome.
The coolest thing, I think this is like one of the most Chad moments ever, was like, so the venue is in Charlotte, right? And it was this venue called Snug Harbor. Only 150 capacity, I think it's the smallest space they're playing at this tour, and this tour is George as Esprit just doing like DJ sets off his SP404, so like really neat, heady stuff. Nothing necessarily George Clanton, which by the way, like the George Clanton specific sets are nutty. That dude's a nut when it comes to live sets. And then Death's Dynamic Shroud. Anyone know DDS? Death's Dynamic Shroud?
Oh
no. Disappointed.
So DDS is like the second person, but like the tour is mainly to promote the newer stuff out of George's now fiance Nikki Jemmy, where she does kind of the same wave but more hyper pop influenced stuff. So
303.
Yeah, but anyways, in the line, I just kept saying like across the street from the venues of CVS, and I was talking with him, and at the end of our conversation, I was like, George, you know, if you and for their tour, it's literally DDS is two people. It's, you know, DDS is a whole story, but two people from DDS were there, George and his, you know, Yegi Jemmy. So it's four people in a Sprinter bus are the only people going, you know, no manager, no whatever coming with them. So it's all of them in a Sprinter bus. And right when they parked, they immediately started like unfilling stuff until like doors opened. And so when I was talking with him, I was like, yo, if you need anything from TVS, like snacks or whatnot, let me know. Like, I don't mind getting you anything. He's like, oh, thank you. I don't think I need anything, but thank you. But like near the last moments before gates, you know, doors opened, Nikki Jemmy came out, was like, actually, if you don't mind, can you get 9 volts, because, you know, one of our samplers is not working, or, you know, one of them ran out of juice. Sick. And so I booked it. Sick. I booked it to the CVS, immediately bought it and handed it to like the door person. Like, they asked me to get this for them, and then when I enter, like Georgia Beale was like, dude, thank you, and like hugged me.
that is fucking sick. That is like, that's like a movie moment.
Not only like that, but like life. after the Esprit set, like he was like, he's more like preserve, like not preserve, but like you know, because his regular live sets with George Clanton, he has like this huge like diode background where he's like jumping in the crowd and shit, grabbing people and yelling in people's faces. But like him, it's just like him doing a DJ set. But afterwards, he's like high-fiving everyone, and then like I went for the high five too. He's like, nah, man, and he like hugged me. And then I did
that is badass. That's
and
awesome.
Since that show started late, that show he was the first opener. It started at 10, and I'm old. I'm 23. I'm too old to stay up that late and then drive back from Charlotte to Winston.
At 10?
It started at 10, yeah. And so
Holy
it was like
shit.
It was 12:45, and it was near the end of the, you know, main Negative Gemini set, Negi Jemmy set, and it was like a few songs until it ended. I'm like, I'm so like, I went to the back to see them all. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. Like I got a piece out. But he was like, nah, bro, no worries. And that would be number 3. He's like, thank you again so much for getting that to save the show. So
guys, I am sleepy. All right, you know, I gotta fucking. I am tired.
No, dude, no. I was like, if I had superpowers and like was 19 again and could stay up and then drive to, you know, drive 2 hours.
That's late as shit.
I got home at 2. And
dude, I fucking for the first 2 years of us like dating, it was like we started hanging out and kind of dating the year before I moved away to college with my wife, and we fucking like there were times my wife there were times like sophomore year of college where I would work where me and Nick worked. I would work a closing shift from 8 p.m. to midnight. Normally we got off by the time we shut the building down at like 12:20. I would then drive the 2 hours back on a Friday night.
Dude.
And then like stay at my parents' house to then hang out with Vic like all weekend. Like I would drive at 12:20. I would get off work, clock out, get in my car and be like, all right, time to drive 2 hours back home, you know.
I feel like the grind set,
I would die if I did that now. I'd fall asleep at the wheel, you know.
I feel like the grind set worked out.
Oh, it did. I mean, we're married. Like it worked out. But like, holy
shit, you know, the wife grind.
I'm only 23, and I'm like, bro, we were at a Halloween party,
Victory Royale,
this past weekend, and it was like 11, and like the party was winding down because like some people had to wake up and like work the next day. On Sunday. So we were like, the rest of us were like, well, yes, let's go to the gay club. They've got like a roller skating, drinking, half off night kind of shit. And so that's what we were doing. And I was like, it's 11:30.
We're going somewhere?
And that's when
I'm going to bed
the rest of the night. And I was like, oh shit.
Dude, that's awesome. I don't ever want to stop until 2 a.m. ever.
That's we got in the Uber at like 1:55 to like come back home.
Good.
I mean, like, it was chill, but like, it's so hard. I'm also like a kind of an introvert, so like, I have fun going out, but it's also very easy for me to be like, I'm just gonna pack it in, you know. Try to do it more. We're like this weekend we're going out and it'll be fun too. But like,
right?
I was like, guys, we're going out. We're walking to the club from your apartment, and it's 11:30. Bro. And I'm like, I'm only 23. What the fuck am I doing?
No, like, literally last year we like drove you to Colorado to help you move.
Yeah.
And we got up at like 4 a.m. to like drive and I was just like, and sure you did those first drives, but I would usually do the second ones around like 6:30.
Yeah.
And like and we were just like fine with it. We were just like rolling with it. And now like every week on Friday when I wake up for work, I'm like, this is the tiredest I've ever been. Like every single week, I'm like, I've never been this tired before.
Me and Vic a few weeks ago, or a few weeks. I say that now. It's been almost over a month at this point. But we did the drive again, and like you get used to it.
Yeah,
like it's still fine because you're like, oh, I'm gonna get to see people, and then when you're coming back, you're like, oh, I get to sleep in my own like home bed.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was thinking too. Cause like it was like 3 of us, you know, and we're just like, oh, we got to do this. Like,
3 of us
get some Bojangles, you know.
He was our 4th person in the fucking back seat.
He's holding us back.
We had to rotate dog duty, chilling with him in the back.
Hot dog duty.
Poor baby.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
I'll probably be doing it again this holiday season because I get like 2.5 weeks off of work.
That's crazy.
And I could theoretically
you get damn
work
winter break, bro.
Low-key. And,
you do get winter break.
Well, like I said, we don't get any other holidays.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty much, you know, like for Thanksgiving we get like the Friday after off, but that's it. And so like it kind of trades out, but yeah, we'll probably, now that we got the fucking all-terrain Subi, we'll probably drive back and just chill in North Carolina for like 3 weeks or something.
I got you.
So, we'll
Winston meetup.
Dude, Winston meetup. I'll be staying at my parents' house for at least a weekend.
Have you guys heard of this little spot called Cranky's Coffee?
I'm down,
dude. I used to go to Cranky's. I don't want to be a fucking hipster bitch, but like,
we're eating 3,000 calories at Eat Pueblo.
We're eating the
I'm eating 2 ACPs,
12-inch cut in half Mi Pueblo burrito, California. All right, we're fucking dude. Bro, I will post up Mi Pueblo in Winston, and on the drive, I went by myself, and on the drive home, my high school car died on the interstate. Oh, that was the last time I ate a Mi Pueblo.
Monty D's? Question mark?
Yeah, Monty D's though. Monty D's, we're gonna be fucking it up. You know.
Do you know what's silly about?
Abe, I just went to Camino again too.
Camino fucking bakery and shit, dude. Those squares are to die for, dog.
I went on a date and she actually works there, so I got
she's out there branding the fucking buns with the Camino logo. Yeah. We had a guy, Jesse, who's been on the podcast. He showed the swim team to Camino, and I was like, damn, this is like what high class people do.
I was thinking about
coffee.
Kimono, the local
Kimono, dude, that's you in
Japanese restaurant chain.
Also really good.
No one liked my high school girlfriend, so I never got invited to Kimono. No, I've never been. But,
what?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Interesting.
But I never ate at Kimono.
That's old beef.
That's old beef.
That's old tangential beef. You know, that beef is expired, right? That beef is moldy.
Beef moldy expired.
So yeah, we'll do a Winston meetup at least.
I'm down. I'll let you know.
We have to record shit in person for the TikTok. So
no, that will never happen.
We need to do the Fortnite move one.
Oh hell no, you're putting me on TikTok.
Fortnite. No, not now.
I'm doing the gritty.
How are we gonna blow up and never have to do our fucking 9-to-5s again if we don't fucking get on the TikToks? You know
that is true.
TikTok is the best social media platform for.
I'm never gonna.
Literally,
it's the best for promotion. It's the worst for your brain.
Yes,
factual.
Abe, actually, if you want to promote things, it is the best though. Like,
yeah, I guess. That's where the use are.
You're selling your soul. I don't know, man. You're like selling your soul at that point.
We're blowing up on Be Real.
Yeah, we're blowing up on Be Real.
I love Be Real. Be Real is the best social media. I don't know any strangers on it.
Exactly. I like how B-Real is like losing traction because they're posted. They're having the B-Reals having that happen at 11 p.m. and it's losing people like me. I'm like, why are you?
Yeah, Abe said, "Be real."
It's
Post
catering to
a
the
actual
boyfriend at this point.
Yeah, no, dude, Be Real's at like 11. What the fuck are you doing? But the best thing is, I don't give a shit if I post late on Be Real. So it's just like, oh,
I like that.
Whatever.
Like, I just like, I try and post it the notification, but then but then I don't clear it. Dude, if it does come up and I'm busy, and then I just post like whenever I have time during the day, and like I forget every other day, but like
it's the boys and Vic and a friend we have here and like a high school friend, and that's the only people I have, and it's fucking sick.
Yeah. Today I went and voted, and I posted a Be Real of the inside of my fridge and a picture of my I voted early sticker on my forehead. And
nice.
That was it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we love a vote.
Yeah, the last three have just been me playing video games at my computer screen because it's just at 11 o'clock at night every single night.
The other day, me and Jordan boasted.
We both busted on each other.
We both posted an Overwatch 2 Be Real the other night.
Don't you even?
Yeah.
I feel like I got too many people on Be Real.
Just the loading screen.
To be honest.
Really?
I have like 7.
I have like 7 probably.
I have less than that.
I got too
Jordan,
many people.
A high school friend, another high school friend, a friend we have here.
Your literal wife?
And my sister-in-law. That's a weird thing to say, but my wife's
your sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's got the in-laws.
It's weird to have in-laws and you're like 23. That's a weird fucking It's
like, yeah, dude. It's like you're entering army age, bro. You're entering army age.
Yeah, we chilled. We went to a wine tasting with my parents and Vic's parents. Oh, my in-laws.
It's like that kid you meet in middle school who's in your grade, and they're like, "Yeah, I have a nephew," and you're like, "How the fuck does that work?"
No, you don't. You don't have a nephew.
Yeah, my nephew's actually older than me, and you're like, "What?"
I was in 6th grade with a guy who was an uncle. So yeah, like
that is crazy.
Growing up was an uncle. Like
I mean, it's like when you have a sister who's like 8 years older than you, and you're like the youngest sibling. Like logically, it doesn't even have to be like crazy birth age type of shit, and it's still like, damn.
No, exactly.
Like Vic is 19 years older than her youngest sister. So like,
oh hell no.
We'll be
19 years younger?
We'll be in our 40s when they're in their 20s. That's crazy.
Damn,
that's her sister. That's insane, dude.
That's fucked.
That's fucked. But yeah, like it's so weird. It's so weird to be 23, have a wedding anniversary, and have in-laws. But like, also like, I would happily like live and die by the side of my wife. So like, makes sense.
True.
But then
nice.
You
wife guy alert.
And you think about big wife guy, not in like a Ned Fulmer kind of wife guy,
but like in a real wife guy kind of way.
Proper wife guy kind of way. Yeah.
I'm the kind of wife guy who only needs one wife. Actually,
I love my wife.
I love my wife.
It's very funny just conceptually how like marriage is. People are like 28 and they're like, fuck, I'm spiraling.
Once I get the ability to tell wife jokes, I'm getting divorced like quite quick.
Wife jokes? As soon as you hit those?
Like, because you go from wife jokes, you get upgraded to ex-wife jokes. So.
Yeah,
true.
I'm gonna make so many Chance the Rapper references, I lose half my stuff.
Oh my god, not that. Your favorite album's gonna be
Abe. Force my wife to divorce me.
Abe, tell me you got the Big Day on vinyl, bro.
Nope.
Tell me you got the Big Day.
Nothing, dude. I'm gonna be real, and like you could check if you ask 13-year-old me. I always thought he was overrated, even Acid Rap, man.
What?
Dude,
wow.
If you look at Acid Rapper, they're very good.
Acid Rap,
I do like
Coloring Book,
and 10 Day.
I mean,
who
cares about 10 Day?
Do you think Chance is an industry plant?
Yes.
Probably.
Bro, you telling me fucking Jukebox
he made that.
Justin Bieber is not like fire as fuck?
Dude.
What, Juke Jam?
Juke Jam. Sorry, my bad.
Dude, he did have so many features so early in his career though. That's the thing,
Ultra Light Beam.
I'm at Kanye West, I'm never gonna fail.
Fails.
He failed. Both of them failed.
Doesn't it feel kind of crazy?
Isn't it crazy that Chance failed first?
We're further away from the New Day than the New Day was from Life of Pablo.
Wait, the New Day? What do you mean the New Day?
Or whatever
like the album.
The Big Day, I think.
The Big Day. Oh, okay.
The one with the fucking Dragon Ball that was the most mid-ass album I've ever heard.
No, it was bad. It wasn't mid. It was bad. It was
actively bad. Okay, let's go. All right.
No, it was.
Wait,
it was really bad.
But no,
wait, whose are we talking about?
I've only listened to it once. I've only listened to it all the way through one time, and I was like, I will never need to listen to this again.
What is it?
The Big Day, right? We're talking about Chance's Big Day.
I
Yes.
feel like we're technically
I listened to that once also.
I feel like we're technically further away from the Big Day. No, I don't. That's not true yet.
I was about to say, yeah.
Soon enough, we're going to be further away from the Big Day than the Big Day was from Life of Pablo.
When did that come out?
Was it 2019?
September 2019. No. Life of Pablo was February 2016.
Pablo was 2016. Yeah, because I remember Pablo was.
So it'll be
like
7.
It was 2019.
It'll be like April next year. That'll be true.
For some reason, I thought Big Day was when you guys lived freshman year when y'all were on the same suite, Nick and Jordan. But I guess not. I guess that would have been sophomore year when we were all.
No, the Big Day was sophomore year summer. I remember I listened to it at work at my internship.
Oh, Big Day came out July 2019.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
That's even later than I thought it was. I thought it was.
No, I remember listening to it the day it came out on my internship over the summer and being like, I was texting Brad because Brad was a big Chance fan, and I was like, we were like, yo, this kind of hits, and then like after a couple of like minutes of thinking, we were like, oh. Yeah. Like we were trying to like say a bunch of positive things about it. We were like, this song kind of goes hot. And then like after we're like, oh yeah, maybe. And there's like, no, this is not good. This is not good.
One of the best things, one of the best forms of media that Chance has ever put out, I think, was his fucking poem in his Tiny Desk concert with NPR.
Really?
That shit was so good.
Poems are lame, so didn't care.
Songs are poems.
Not a song.
Just lyrical poems.
Not a song.
Let him know.
Someone clearly didn't take 6th grade fucking poetry in English class.
I did, actually. I remember a poetry book I had to make.
I had to memorize Robert Frost, and I somehow got points for paraphrasing.
I had to do that in elementary school, my guy.
That's 6th grade. That's 6th grade. Okay.
No, elementary school is not 6th grade.
Nick went to a school where 6th grade was elementary school.
In 5th grade, I had to memorize poems. And I also had to... We had like a really hard-ass teacher that... Well... I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
What was your teacher? What?
Well, it's not docs.
Okay, fine. You can. All right, fine. I'm sorry. I forgot. I forget.
That's censored. That's got censored. But
all right. But wait, Abe, were you?
Me and Nick went to school where 6th grade was the highest level of elementary school, and middle school was only 7th and 8th.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They did. Well, they didn't build the middle school big enough to fit 3 grades. But at the other school in the county, they built it too big and they had empty classrooms.
She also made us learn the word pneumono ultramicroscopic silico-volcanoconiosis.
How you said that in 2 weeks in a row?
Nah, bro, we had that.
Wait, did I actually say it last week?
Yeah, you said that shit last week.
We had that in a spelling test straight up.
Yeah, we did.
Spelling?
But like once a month we had to memorize different poems. I don't know if you guys had to do it once a month.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. The only poem I memorized was Robert Frost's Yellow Wood, and I didn't memorize it. I thought I did. I did not.
That was one of them we had to memorize, but we also had to memorize like 10 other ones that whole year also.
2 roads diverged into Yellow Wood.
And we had to recite them in front of the whole class.
Yeah,
we had to recite them.
For like, it was like a graded assignment. Was like reciting fucking old ass, probably racially motivated Robert Frost's goddamn poem. You know, I don't know, but
it was so bad.
We also, and then senior year of high school, we did Chaucer.
Did what?
I didn't fucking learn it,
bro. I don't know.
I was like, bro, you're my swim coach. I'm not taking this class seriously, big dog.
Bruh.
I got into state. I don't give a fuck at this point.
I feel like I'm getting like a Mandela affected right now. There's a song on the Big Day that features Randy Newman, and that's like that shouldn't happen. They shouldn't. I'm sure Randy got the bag, but Randy,
that's fucked up.
Why'd you do it, bro?
Wait, who's Randy Newman?
He's the "You Got a Friend in Me" guy, but he also he also has a lot of other like great music outside of that. The song "Short People," incredible. You should listen to it.
It's a jungle out there.
He uses short people as a metaphor for
society,
as a satirical metaphor for like basically minorities, and he says all this like stupid stuff about short people that sounds absurd to like illustrate the idea that like saying all these generalizations about other minorities is also stupid.
Makes sense.
And like
I didn't even know that.
But it's just a hilarious song. Like he says like the chorus is like short people have no reason to live. That's like what he said, and then he says like they've got like a what does he say? They got little hands and little minds
it's like
and go around
like
telling great big lies. It's like it's just stupid shit. Like it's hilarious. But he also did like the music for Monsters Inc. and like he does like he composes for a bunch of stuff, and he also has like a bunch of solo work.
I got you. But I was also gonna ask, what's your guys like favorite song off the album? One of your favorites?
Off of the Big Day?
Slide.
No, off of Slide, dude.
My favorite song off of Slide is Slide.
I was about to say it's like he said it. Oh wait, are you joking, or is it actually your favorite?
Yeah, it's my actual favorite song.
Okay. I don't know if you're memeing.
No.
Why?
I mean,
it's really good. I also thought it was really good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like first and foremost is just like really a statement for the start of the B-side, at least on the physical versions, because B-side starts at Slide, and again, like I feel like one of the biggest things about this album is just the flow. I feel like sequencing of it is really good, and I feel like Slide is just like really emblematic of it going from Tie Me Down, kind of coming up with Dumb, and then going down with Blast Off, which is kind of an outro of Dumb, and then Slide is just like a whole. I feel like it's just like a really big statement for the album, not only lyrically. I mean, there's not too many lyrics to it. I feel like there's like literally only one verse to it, like one intro verse, one proper verse, and then only one chorus, but like instrumentally really calms down and then just does like a breakbeat type thing, which, you know, I feel like it just fits in really excellently, and just like, dare I say, it just really floats on the feeling of it really well. I don't really know how to express it, but it's just like, it's always been my favorite. Really danceable. I haven't really heard a song like it before. I really like the sax in the beginning that kind of wails through, kind of like how it does in Living Loose. But other than that, I would say Living Loose is my next favorite next to Slide.
Okay.
Which, I mean, you know, stereotypically with like an album like this, like a pop album, I feel like it's like a really good sign of like, you know, like as you're saying before, Tame Impala, like I feel like Currents is really strong sequential wise, because if you think about it, like the three big songs are Let It Happen, the beginning, Less I Know the Better in the middle, and then Same Old Mistakes at the end. I feel like it's the same, you know, sort of the same case with Slide, because especially with Living Loose. I feel like, I mean, my one criticism, I feel like it's really, you know, front loaded more than anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But like my two big strong ones are Living Loose and then Slide in the middle. So
I got you. Okay. Yeah.
Is that how you prefer to listen to albums, Abe? Like most albums you listen to is like
I listen to them all the way
sequential
through.
like that?
Yeah. I could never shuffle. And I'm not
really.
I'm not a playlist person at all, no.
I wouldn't not even play like an album itself, but like I can do playlists that have.
I meant like your songs, and like if you had like nowadays, could you shuffle songs that you like?
Pardon?
Or do you pretty much primarily just, if you're like, hey, I want to listen to whatever, I'm gonna play this album straight through?
Yeah, I do that.
Interesting. And you really don't
largely become that person as well because I've primarily switched to Apple Music and their playlist function is dog shit. So I just listen to albums now.
Yeah.
Interesting. But like most people just shuffle music, which is why I'm asking. Most people.
By far.
I can't.
That's
do that.
interesting. That's interesting. Why not?
They're like the opposite of Jordan.
I mean, I feel like a lot of artists I feel like a lot of artists put in care of. I mean, of course, there's people who like just throw songs together, but I feel like a lot of like creating an album just comes down to where you put the songs.
It's a whole
because like if you think about like if you go to a live show, the set list is put together in a way that like really controls, lack of a better term, the energy of the crowd. So like typically in a live set, what you want to shoot for is a really energetic beginning, 2-3 songs, and then a bit of a calm down. It's like really kind of like a roller coaster of excitement, not only in a way of keeping the audience engaged, but like especially with something like King Gizzard or something that like it's more energy intensive for the crowd, like moshing. You don't want them to you don't want the energy to be high up because like first and foremost, like what's the difference between like the second hype song compared to the 18th hype song compared to like there's I saw Manchester Orchestra recently. They are very good at that. That was one of the things they did. Right. I mean, everything was great about that show, but they did that really fucking well.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, that's my thoughts on. I guess Slide is a song. How about you, Wall? What are your favorite songs?
Probably You Lost Me There.
I like Walk Slowly too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Ooh. Yeah, I really like You Lost Me There, and I like Tie Me Down a lot too. And I also really like Living Loose and Make It Forever. But I think my two favorites were Tie Me Down and You Lost Me There, I think.
Yeah.
And Tie Me Down kind of gave me, like at the very beginning, like I don't know if that's like just like a heavy synth that's playing, but it almost sounds kind of like a dirty Tame Impala guitar, and I think that's kind of why I gravitated towards it. Like it gave me like a little bit of Elephants vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like but I did enjoy that, like the sort of more like rock influences there, which is funny to say because like I'm usually definitely not on like the rock side of things. But and yeah, You Lost Me There. I don't know, something about the kind of like slowed down nature and just like repetitive, like we talked about this 2 weeks ago. Zach was saying it for the Joe album.
Yeah.
Just kind of the repetitive layering of things on top of each other. Like, sure, that's what all music is, but like when it builds element by element and kind of plays with the like speed and sound of everything and like really just like reaches a peak where it's all cohesive, but you heard it built up to that point. It's very satisfying.
No, definitely.
And I think that the song Runner from that album was the one that he was using as an example, and it's a little more high energy. Like You Lost Me, there's like the calmer side of that, but I really enjoyed it. It was like, it's kind of a song where you can lay back and just I don't know, it calmed me down.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many cuts that are just like, if I were to say like 2 words, it's just like there's so many like mellow and ethereal things to this album that don't really touch it. Like I'm not the biggest like drum and bass or like breakbeat type person, but like I don't know. It just really, I feel like George really understands what he's working with in this album, and just like it just really is just like a peanut butter, like a fluffernutter sandwich of just like a lot of not like it's not really disparate parts. It's not like putting like really crazy stuff together, but like stuff that you don't really think about every day. Like, you got like vaporwave and like synth pop,
Mm-hmm.
and then also just kind of like this angle of like psychedelic music, and just putting it all together, and kind of like this aspect of like this love lost or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like really neat. So I don't know. It's just like it's a white dude in a Brooklyn version of Igor.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I feel like this is almost a prime example of like people that don't really listen to electronic music. They would put on this album and then like do something like make dinner or something, and they'd be like, oh, I thought I only listened to like 2 songs, like, but because they weren't really paying much attention, and like if you listen to it without paying much attention, it kind of bleeds together and sounds pretty similar. But the more you pay attention to it and the more like time you invest into it, I feel like you notice the nuances, and like, those are my favorite albums. I feel like I've said that like 70 times on this podcast.
I feel like Zaba by Glass Animals is a very prime example of that type of album, where it's like
it doesn't get old on the 50th listen, because you notice a little.
Because every time you hear it, you're like, oh shit, like that beat in this song is like, I've never heard that before. Like this, this like under 8 other layers of shit. You're like, oh shit. Especially like that's like a great album if you're like a little not
and I feel like
not
a really
drinking
funny
but not sober kind of vibes. You're like, oh shit. They pop with this one, boys.
And I feel like a really funny thing about this album is just like under the hood, if you were to take like a lot of the effects and emotion out of it, it's just like it's super simple. Like Living Loose, like the it's 3 chords. It's just 3 chords. But I feel like, the way that, and I feel like a lot of this is due to like his previous experience, especially with like the Esprit stuff, just like getting used to making a track that's already just like drenched in kind of like an atmospheric haze and then remixing that. I feel like that's done a lot with just being able to produce a really unique atmosphere for this album. Like there's a lot of albums that go for this kind of thing, like especially in chillwave, like especially in the early 2010s, but I don't feel like anything's been really this realized emotionally, just because I feel like he has that real experience of remixes, just remixing his own stuff. And to that point, it's just like the only person that I really seek out when I hear someone do a remix is George Clanton, because he knows, he knows what he's doing. And the funniest thing is like he recently released an Esprit remix of one of his songs with Nick Hexum himself. And it's awesome.
Dude, you're telling me you ain't getting the Babytron Glorilla remix? Abe, you ain't listening to that?
George Clanton's got to do a Babytron remix. That's all I got to say.
Skrillex still remixing things in 2022.
Okay, I do have a soft spot for Skrillex forever. All right, I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't like remixes.
You like Skrillex though?
Yeah, I like Bangarang. I like Scary Monsters. I like Equinox. I like a lot of shit off his first 2 albums.
Wait, does Skrillex actually?
I do not.
Oh,
like
he does remix stuff. Yo, do you like Skrillex's remix of Humble, dude?
No. Nero's version of Promises without Skrillex is better.
Really?
Yeah, I will stand by that.
I thought you liked the Skrillex version.
It's okay. It's fine. But like Promises by Nero themselves on the album Welcome Reality is fucking fire.
So it's just like he's singing the regular. I don't think I've actually ever heard that song.
No, he remixes the beat with it. It's better in the original, I think. And from an album standpoint, Welcome Reality, all of the remixes are worse versions of the album cuts. Welcome Reality. We will do that album at some point. Because
listeners, based take or bad opinion, please let us know in the comments if Jamie is.
The one exception I would say is Cinema by Benny Benassi. The Skrillex really remix is much better than the original.
Cinema is really good.
It really is the year 2011 up here.
That's the last time I listened to Skrillex and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really listen. The only other one is what's it? Show Me Love. That's a really good song.
I don't think I know
it's not even like a script. Dude, I swear we've been over this before. It's like the "Don't let me show cruelty, though I may." It's like doesn't sound like a Skrillex song. It's like very like easygoing. And
I think I know that
yeah.
song.
Well, Jamie, sorry, you're the only one here who's not cultured, I guess.
I guess so.
But
Abe,
back to Slide. I feel like it's definitely a trope on it, but like I feel like most of the songs, if not all of them, kind of go like it starts soft, but then the drums come in, and bro, whenever the drums come in, arrest me. You know, and I definitely feel like it does get like formulaic in that way, but at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I like a peanut butter sandwich no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's like the equivalent of a peanut butter sandwich.
You're talking straight up peanut butter? You're talking straight up peanut butter?
Yeah, why?
No,
I don't have enough time to put jelly on it. I don't care.
No, dude. Jelly's the best part of a PB&J.
Whatever.
Hell no.
You're wrong. Get out
as
of
far
here.
as I'm concerned, it's a jelly and peanut butter sandwich. All right, that's
Boss,
what
get off
is.
your own podcast. Don't even want to hear it.
I
You're
love
telling
jelly.
me if you
Next thing
had
you
2
say you're
minutes,
buying Jif.
So you're saying you'd rather have a jelly sandwich than a peanut butter sandwich?
Yeah, if I had to choose one to raw dog over the other, it would be a jelly sandwich over a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, this man. We're losing subscribers by the minute, bro. We're losing Abe literally just left our podcast, dude. Abe's not here anymore.
Abe,
He left.
Abe, if it means something to you, I ate a peanut butter sandwich almost every day of high school. So.
Oh, let's get it. We're back.
We one time had a friend who, like his grandma enjoyed packing his lunch, and so he would like let her. And then one time she left out the peanut butter and jelly of his sandwich, so it was just bread.
He just had a bread sandwich. Yeah.
A bread sandwich.
Yeah.
He sent her a picture and was like, "Grandma, you just sent me bread."
A sandwich.
She's like, "How do I work this phone to respond to her?"
He got the air sandwich.
That shit was so funny.
A wish sandwich.
Yeah, no, I can't do just a peanut butter. I get bored. My mouth, I'm like a fucking dog. I'm like,
it's more of a utility thing.
See, but like I would buy just grape jelly over like just peanut butter.
Right.
Bruh.
Interesting. So you're psychopath, what you're telling us.
Well, I also enjoy the flavor of cough syrup. So like I got all kinds of
Ew, you didn't have to tell us that.
All kinds of
you didn't have to tell us that, dude.
Jamie off the lean, bro.
Jamie, you don't have to tell us that. That's gross.
Jamie took the walk to Denver, bro.
But I could get addicted to the fucking walk just because I like the flavor of cough syrup.
Dude, the fucking texture, the grainy texture is the worst thing ever.
Bro, did you just say grainy texture?
Isn't that
it's a liquid.
That's cough syrup, right?
I see.
No, I know it's a liquid, but it has like granules in it that like are disgusting.
That's the microplastics.
That's how I trained for shots as a kid. I was like, oh shit, mom, I'm fucking sick.
That's how you train for.
Do you need Tylenol? I'm like, let me throw that shit back. Let me get some of that cherry ass, grape ass Tylenol, fucking Robitussin, liquid motion.
Look, Abe left, bro. Abe left.
Pill, dog. I was sick as shit like a week and a half ago, and I had like I was standing in a hot shower having cold chills, and Vic was like, "Let me get you some NyQuil." I'm like, "Make sure it's the liquid version. I don't want the fucking capsule version. All right, I want the cough syrup."
That's really weird.
Yeah, I love that flavor. Weird. One of the best drinks I've ever had was when we were drunk as shit at the beach one time, and someone made a drink with like vodka and like Kool-Aid or some shit, and everyone else tried it, and they were like, "This is terrible." Like David and his girlfriend, our friend, and then Vic. Everyone was like, "This is terrible. It tastes like cough syrup." I had a sip. I drank the rest. I was like, "This is delicious." Oh, tastes like cough syrup. Let's go.
Yeah. Straight to Rikers. they're putting you under Rikers.
Let's go straight to Rikers.
I love it. So I have some weird food tendencies, but fuck a peanut butter sandwich. I want that jelly sandwich.
But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I also, Dave, going back to your thing about listening to albums all the way through. I also remember in high school when Damn came out, you like showed up the next day and you were like, "Dude, I've already listened to this album like 9 times all the way through."
Incredible amount.
That was me with the New Monkeys album.
Oh my god,
I woke Vic
I hadn't
up
even
and
listened.
I was like, I've listened to the album 7 times today.
I listened to Damn
She was
an
like,
incredible amount of times.
Yeah, Abe just walks in. He's like, it was an incredible amount of time.
Physics class, like, that's what I feel like. Yeah, that's what I feel like.
That was me with Melophobia by Cage the Elephant. I showed up to school the day after Melophobia dropped, having listened to it 5 times already. Like, no one else I knew, like, 3 people were like, I can relate. And everyone else was like, what the fuck is the elephant?
Yeah. I don't know why, Abe. I just get bored of, like, some songs on albums. And, like I can't listen to every song if I don't like every song,
Looks like you're listening to some bad albums.
Maybe I just don't like music that much enough, you know? Like, honestly, like, maybe I just don't like...
you should, like, take your spot or something.
Music sucks, dude.
Oh, no, this has been a usurp. Honestly,
the mutiny.
We're getting
this is a changing of guards. Abe, I now give you the rifle.
This is the changing of the fucking silent, whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. Ceremony's weird from a human standpoint.
The Tomb of the Unknown podcast.
Our eternal flame will live on forever.
If y'all enjoy this, I mean, it's definitely what I'm about to suggest is a bit more different than George Clanton, but like it'd be fun to go chronologically through this one Japanese band called Fishmans. Fishmans.
Interesting.
Yo, honestly, I'm down to do a Fishmans chronological because it's like this.
Fishmans chronological. How many albums do they have?
So it's what I want to like. If this were to, so they have.
How long would this?
It'd be 8 episodes, possibly 9 if you split the live album in half. But like,
holy fuck! How long would it take to listen to all this?
It'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it. I'm gonna just come out and say right here, it'd be worth it. But like, so I mean, the story of Fishmans like started out in the late '80s, and then by the early '90s, they're releasing albums where it's like reggae dub type stuff mixed with like Japanese pop. But as they went along, they started incorporating like more like dream pop, shoegazy stuff. You know, kind of like trip hop down tempo to the point where, you know, there's going to be a few spoilers in here. They had a final tour before their bassist left, which their last show ever before the bassist was supposed to leave got recorded in full. But the thing was the main frontman, songwriter, whatnot, Shinji Sato. This concert happened late December 1998, but early 1999 he died from like a heart condition. So unbeknownst to them, it was their last show ever. So really bittersweet last show, but like my personal favorite live album, probably one of my favorite albums ever, although I don't know a single word they're saying. Like it's awesome.
That's interesting.
No, it's super neat. And like, especially if you start out, because like the first stuff is like cool, and I feel like, you know, it's nice stuff to listen to, kind of like, especially the first album called Chappie Don't Cry. It's nice stuff to make, you know, pancakes in the morning, I guess, but like nothing significant. But as you go along, it's like, oh, I've never, you know, heard stuff like this. And then to the point where one of their big songs / albums called Long Season, where it's, you know, like a long, like 40-minute long song as an album. And then that last live album, the last like nearly hours is them doing that song.
Damn.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's just like, you know.
Yeah, that song almost has 3 million plays, that 40-minute long song.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially an album. So, like, if you fuck with it, I guess you just press play and just chill. That's crazy.
That's all I'm saying. But, like, I would do something to where, because I feel like I made the mistake of listening to the live album first, so I didn't really get the context. But I feel like it'd be fun to run you all. I mean, at the very least, like, have that as like further listening down compared to like, you know, the studio albums. And I feel like, I mean, Chappie Don't Cry is not that essential. Like the first 3, other than like a few singles in there, are not too essential. But like from Orange to Uchu Nippon Setagaya, like the last 4 are pretty neat. And then of course the live album. So
this is some shit I would do. I basically did this with Radiohead like a year and a half ago, and I was like, you know what?
Cemented yourself as the Radiohead guy.
Yeah, that did become a running joke because of that event, but it did. Because
I'm a creep. That's
it does.
It's really funny that they made that album and then just like wrote that off from their discography. They were like,
yeah, because
never
sucks.
playing this shit.
Creep song is an eternal classic for me. I love Creep.
But like the Bends, the album right after, I love that album. That's like
Benz is awesome. It's a great speaker
still
test.
don't think I have listened to any kind of Radiohead album.
But you should listen to the Bends.
I should do that.
Like
I only listen to
It's
Speaker
just
Knockers
like
albums.
I love movies. I've never seen a single Jurassic Park movie. No, I've never seen. There's a lot
Not
of
even the
like
Chris Pratt
classic
one?
movies that I've just never. Oh no, that's
we're
true.
gonna do
I've
this
only
again.
seen Jurassic World, the first Chris Pratt.
Wow, see, dude, you didn't even.
essential.
So like, there's a lot of gaps in pop culture.
Mario was in that movie.
Bro,
Abe
Mario's
you're
in the
slumping
MCU,
Abe out of
dude.
his seat too much, Jamie. He's never
This is the
coming
third-
back.
JB, this is the third time, bud.
What's another? I know, dude. What's another fucking classic movie?
I haven't seen.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
That's
Any
all
of them?
That's cool. I don't care about
They're
Harry
pretty
Potter.
good, but like they're okay. You know.
I haven't seen any of the first 6 Star Wars, any Indiana Jones except for the Crystal Skull. I haven't seen any
That's-
Lord of the
that's a good
Rings.
one. I've watched the first 1.5 Lord of the Rings movies, and then I got so bored in the second one, I never finished it.
Based.
I was like, I'm tired of these fuckers walking, dog. I don't give a shit anymore, and I just turned it off.
These boys are strolling.
And here I am. You
4 hours
I
later.
finished season 6 of Game of Thrones. I never finished it.
Oh wow.
I don't care to. I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to Japanese people making reggae music. It's kind of awesome.
That's fucking
Pretty
sick.
fucking sick.
That is awesome.
That is this.
But
Well,
yeah, do we have
is there
any
anything
other-
else?
More highlights
Yeah.
from Slide. I gotta take a big old pisser.
Hey, was there anything like
Yeah.
nasty pee-pee
important
poo-poo.
enough that you wanted to let us know about?
I mean, it's 11, so like, yeah, but like, I'd be over speaking at this point.
No. Tell us just a little bit
It
more.
takes too
then.
long. I'm trying to.
That is a line that we have to fucking
I got
like
work
ride.
tomorrow,
Where we're
man.
like,
Okay.
how much
okay,
do we
okay.
want to talk about shit versus how much is just us rambling?
Jordan, I could talk
get
about
it,
this
I get
album
it.
for a hot. I could talk about especially George Clanton. I don't know. I just talk about it for a long, so I'm just gonna cut it off.
I mean, you did meet him, and like he knows you now, so I definitely get.
I
how awesome he is,
I gotta cut
but-
it off. Quite honestly,
You're
but
right. You're right.
I'm honestly
You're right.
more giddy about my own personal idea of forcing you all to listen to Fishmans than anything else right now. Quite honestly.
9. That'd be insane, dude. But all right. I'll try to check out a couple
honestly,
songs.
I can put the first 3 in like its own playlist, and then like by the time like the 4th album, I'm like, you gotta listen to this whole. And then like the last 3 studio albums are incredible, and then I mean the live album's untouchable. Like I can't think of anything else that beats it. When it comes
What's your
to
favorite
like,
album of all time?
That type of question is like it really depends
You're
on the
right.
day, but like
You're
a lot
right.
of days it's the best album of all time in my head.
Wow.
It has
We've
to be
somehow
that.
gone from a George Clanton podcast to listen to Fishmans.
Your job tonight, if you haven't, I feel like a lot of folks, it's really like a terminally online type thing to get into Fishmans, but like
Firmly
if you're not
online
into
thing.
if you're a plain Jane or an average Joe listening right now, we gotta get you into some Fishmans. We gotta get you some. We gotta improve your life, and I feel
really,
like
bro.
Fishmans is a very good. You're not gonna understand a word, by the way. You're not gonna know.
Unless you
you're
fluently speak Japanese.
weeb.
Exactly.
Like
That's
I
funny,
don't, but like I don't know. I feel like a lot of it does break down into like how universal music is as a language or whatnot.
I
But
got you.
yeah,
Tyler Childers,
it's always
Universal
a
Bad Bunny.
great, thoughtful listen,
From that
especially.
universal sound, brother.
Yeah, whatever. But you know what I mean. It's nice.
Yeah, no,
I got you.
Cool.
Me
So,
like
do we want to throw out some ratings then? And then
I'm down.
Some ratings.
Yeah, so Abe, out of 10, you will go first, and then either Nick or Jordan.
Slide on my personal, I would say 9. Like, and if I were to be really pedantic, I would say like a high 80s. But for the sake of not being a douche, I would say 9.
I respect it. I respect the grind. Nice.
Okay.
So either Nick or Jordan, whoever wants to go.
Nick,
next.
you can go next.
I think I'd give it an 8.25. I think.
Okay. Nice.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Jordan?
I'm gonna give it a 5.2.
Hey, hell yeah!
Dang, bro.
That's actually pretty good, Abe.
That is a good score. That is a good score.
I don't know how many episodes
what
you've
is
listened
Jordan's
to. But
scoring? What is it?
I gotta run the averages.
No, Abe. They're all. I don't like much music outside my own comfort zone.
If it means anything to you, I can't remember the last time he rated anything that he didn't pick higher than a 5. So
he rated Decide by Joe a 6.
Oh, okay.
And whatever David picked a 6.5.
I just have a bad memory.
Yeah, you just fucking.
I
Wasn't
guess
that the
that's
S.G.
good then.
Lewis album?
No, that was last guest season.
I guess that's good.
Gotcha.
What did David pick? It's a surprise for me because I have that column cut off. I'm trying to remember. I'm fucking stupid.
I need a.
Dude, I don't know.
Fucking perk. In a fucked up twist of events, I think unfortunately I will be the lowest rating on this episode.
Whoa! What?
I'm gonna give it a flat 5. I think.
Bro, Jamie was capping earlier.
Bruh, it's not chill, bro. It's not chill.
No,
I thought I was welcome here. I thought this was a safe space.
You are welcome here. This is not a reflection of any sort of other thing. It's just this type of this version of music is not my speed. It's just not for me,
That's so funny. Abe said, I welcome all criticism. Abe also falls out.
I'm
not even on screen no more.
Jordan's average rating before this episode is a 5.6.
My average rating is a 5.6, Abe.
So higher than I thought it would be.
Whoa. Well, okay, then
I thought it would be like
Jamie,
a high
what's your
4.
score? What's your average, Jamie?
Oh God, it's probably like embarrassingly high.
Yeah, you need to hear theirs
Exactly.
to see like.
Okay, I thought this album. It's just not my version of like the electronic spectrum that I really.
I feel.
Abe's soul is
now
crushed.
I'm so curious what the.
Now you're fucking, dude. Now you're fucking.
I'm fucking. Sorry, listener.
Curious about what?
I'm curious what our average scores are. My average is a 7.5.
Oh no, he's hurt. Just another bullet to the chest.
And Nick's average is a 7.3. So Nick was above average.
Hey, there we go.
City boys, yeah, nah.
Say it, boy.
That's
why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Yeah.
I love that edit. It's so funny for no reason.
Yeah.
Nah,
at no point did I like actively dislike this album. It's just not really.
No. I've been just memeing.
No, I got you. I wonder what like the lowest rating of a guest album we've had is.
Oh God! Don't say. What if it's Abe, dude?
No, it's not. It's not. I don't.
I was about to say
like,
Monster
bro,
Mash album was last week.
this is a
dude.
good album.
Okay.
This is
Barring the
alright.
Monster Mash, which essentially was a bit.
Oh, okay.
We did Monster Mash with Austin. That shit was so
I
funny.
thought that dude started growling at the end. It was awesome.
Oh my God, dude. So few of that episode was us being serious.
How messed up would you have to be to record that early 60s?
Fucked up.
Don't even start thinking about the people who like did like horror sounds. Just like
fucked up. It is the
Bobby
lowest.
Boris Pickett?
It is the lowest album of the guest albums.
What,
the
Slide?
second lowest? No. The Monster Mash. The
The Monster
Mash.
Mash album.
okay.
But it's not the lowest ever, which is which is the more fucked up thing.
What's the lowest ever?
Still has the bottom
Oh,
of the
God.
barrel.
Chef G.
Chef G's album is still...
It's
the bottom.
Dude.
It's 83 out of 83. It's Chef
It was
G's.
ahead of its time, Abe, and Jamie and Nick really don't like rap.
So
and
the bottom 5 are...
It's
Monster Mash is the bottom, and then Foreplay by Saint Motel, Adam's most recent episode. Times by S.G. Lewis. The End and American Boys by Kid Freud, also an Adam episode, and Remains by Bones. And then Bummer Cleopatra, Try Hard. This isn't even like bottom 10 guest episode. This is
what's the highest guest? Because I feel like getting the guest thing is like
RTJ4, which I think is our number 2 overall album.
Okay,
is David.
What's number 1?
So David's got third from the bottom and second from the top.
What did I give RTJ for?
You gave it a 9. I gave it a 10. Jordan gave it a 6. David gave it a 10.
I'd probably drop it a little bit.
Really? RTJ4? Dude, I fuck with that album.
It's good, but not.
Wait, what was number 1 again, Jamie?
Number 1 is RTJ4, and number 2 guest album. Oh, number 1 overall. Sorry, I was looking at
that's what I'm thinking.
But
too.
I do think it's
wasn't it Man on the Moon?
I thought it was Good Kid, Mad City.
Let me check, but I did think it's funny that Dark Side of the Moon, which is the second highest guest episode, the 3 of us gave it identical ratings, 6, 9, and 10 for like Jordan, Nick, and me respectively, and then Ethan gave it a 9.7. That's the only reason why it's not tied for. But number 1 overall. Let me clear these filters.
He's excelling.
I be excelling. Number 1 overall is Circles by Mac Miller.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Good Kid, Mad City is
good album or bad album, Abe?
6.
Bro, dude, ain't no way you rated RTJ4 over Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, I did.
Apparently.
That's great.
I gave them both. I gave Good Kid, Mad City an 8.5. Really interesting.
Wait, bro.
Wow, dude.
What did I give Good Kid, Mad City?
We all gave it an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I gave RTJ4 lower, so I'm the only one validated out of Abe right now. So you are. Abe.
Abe, you can take all my credentials.
Nah,
I volunteered them now that I heard this.
So
shut the fuck up, dude. No, I don't.
He went through it, or Nick went through an A24 phase.
I think that Good Kid, Mad City is either my second or third favorite Kendrick album.
Oh my god.
I feel on 8.5s.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's too funny. You don't like it go Holly Berry or Hallelujah?
Oh, I love it.
Bro.
TikTok showed me that song, so no, I'm kidding.
just dance like.
But backseat freestyle with the Take on Me beat over it, the best thing ever. Yes, backseat freestyle with the Aha Take on Me beat over it is the best song I've ever heard in my whole.
Heard that, and I don't think I want to.
Abe would probably throw up if he heard that.
Abe would start convulsing, foaming at the mouth.
Just going rabid. So not next week because we are taking a week off due to scheduling conflicts and life.
Yeah.
We are taking a week off of an episode.
You know life gets hard when you're a 23-year-old with a career.
Yep.
Yeah.
Podcasting is difficult.
But the week after,
but we do it for you.
We do it for you, listener. The week after that, we will be returning to the show with The Car by Arctic Monkeys with my lovely wife, Victoria.
Knew this was coming.
Bruh.
Knew this was coming.
I think that this album is in double digits for like number of listens already for me. I think.
Wait, what, Abe?
Nah, nothing.
Oh, you're trolling.
Yeah,
trolling Jamie.
I was committing tomfoolery. Don't worry about it, Jamie.
Tomfoolery committed on the book. But yeah, dude, I am excited to talk about this album because it's very good.
A bunch of good music has come out recently.
Dude, this year's episode of the album of the year, song of the year is going to be so fucking
Bro,
difficult.
put me in, bro. I'm gonna be like a politician.
That's one of the things we want to do is this year, like at least get some guest input for the episodes as well. Not everybody necessarily, and like
imagine getting every guest on one episode.
Not everyone on it, but at least like get some lists and shit. Like we don't know what it's gonna look like. We've got a few.
Let me put in.
We got a few months to decide. But to some degree, we will incorporate that. And this is a good fucking year for music. It's been a really good year. Like every other week, I'm like, fuck, like 3 bangers dropped this week.
Yeah, Babytron drops in 45 minutes, so we can just keep adding to the list.
For sure.
And you can get.
Oh wait.
Yeah, like Giz dropped, like Monkeys dropped, Tovlo dropped on the same day, or the week before. There's so much good shit every week.
Ben Reaper 3 is coming out tonight, and you guys aren't talking about it.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Ben Reaper, Babytron, the third installment of. It's okay. We can.
Smino, Love for Rent comes out tonight. Drug Dealer, Hiding in Plain Sight comes out tonight. Same day as Tevlo, the 1975's new album. It was great.
I haven't listened to that yet. I need to.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it, man. But
I only know like 4 songs by 1975.
I don't love their old stuff, but this album is
I will
very good.
Check it out. I will check it out. So yeah, that's what we're doing next. Not next week, but like next episode. The car, tune in, listen to Sculptures, listen to Jet Ski, kind of shit. But
big ideas.
Interesting.
I had big ideas. The band was so.
Dude. we got like interesting Alex Turner on fucking Tranquility. We got sexy Alex Turner on this album. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
But that's a couple weeks from now. We'll get into it. But recent listenings, I've been listening to The Car, the album, obviously. I have listened to some of The Cars, but that was just happenstance. That was not intentional.
Who's gonna drive you home?
Zach Bryan's new single he put out is very good. I enjoy it. Starving. It's a good time. What else have I been listening to? Oh, a lot of Flip Turn as build up for the concert that we saw on this past Saturday. That's pretty much most of my recent listenings.
Nice.
Okay.
I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, a little bit of Margot Price, actually a lot of Coulter Wall. Outside of that, the 1975 Arctic Monkeys, Drug Dealer, getting ready for him to drop his new album. Andrew Bird came out with a new single with Phoebe Bridgers. Very good. I think it's some sort of like reinterpreted Emily Dickinson poem or something. I just love the sound of it. Like
I read an Emily Dickinson poem the other day, and I almost cried.
Really?
So yeah.
L.
Emotions L. Men showing emotions L.
I need a fucking clip just Jordan going L.
L.
It was so funny.
Paul Cawthon, been getting kind of into him recently. There's 2 singles with him and Orville Peck, where they sing 2 songs by the Righteous Brothers, and they go by the Unrighteous Brothers, and it's Unchained Melody and You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling, 2 old country classics. Those greats are songs. Those songs are great. Not greats are songs.
Those greats are songs, brother.
Those songs are great.
Man, I tell you what, this is a fucking song right here.
Listen to Otherworld Podcast if you want some Halloween themed listening material for your work day. Next time you're on a long drive, it's great. I think there's 6 episodes out, and it's a new show exploring the paranormal. But I love it, and I usually don't like that stuff. So,
oh yeah.
Yep.
I'll let Abe finish it off, but I'll go really quickly.
What I've been listening to? Oh, you go.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, mine's really fast. It's just.
To be fair, that was a weird way to say that. That wasn't you.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know why I've been listening to Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill a lot this week. Love that song. Twist Made Me by Lil Wayne still. Some Chief Keef. Some What else? I really like a song called MP5 by Trippie Redd and Sofago. That's a really good song. Mr. Right Now Again by
the P90
21 Savage and the
P90X
guy. Bro, you guys are lame.
Mr. Right Now?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I've actually listened to one song off of the Greatest Showman soundtrack also.
Of course you have, dude.
I knew that was gonna make Abe fun. Dude, I don't know why. I like one of the songs so much.
It just
called
fell
The
on the
Other
ground.
Side.
Sings about being Wolverine, right?
But no. The funnier thing is I'm not even listening to the soundtrack. No, listen. I'm not even listening to the soundtrack. I'm listening to the Greatest Showman Reimagined soundtrack where they have actual artists re-sing the songs.
You listen to
that they had
the Zach
on
Bryan band one?
the thing.
What the fuck?
Did
You listen to the Panic at the Disco one?
No, it's Max and Ty Dolla $ign one.
Oh, let's go.
But Summertime Sadness by Lana, I also added a new song called like Radio from that album. I kind of like that song too.
A lot of good shit on that.
Lot yet. But Man Down by Rihanna. And that's about it.
I think she has a new song coming out tomorrow.
She does for the first time in like 6 years.
We're gonna be listening to 2014 bangers at the fucking Super Bowl halftime show.
Dude, still bangers though.
Nothing wrong with it. One of my not because I'm H on pod, but like the Shakira J-Lo that
you are
fucking,
always H on pod,
dude,
Jamie. Your mind is just H on. You're H on mine, dude. You're H on mine.
That was the horniest Pepsi's ever gotten.
But Abe, what are your recent listenings?
They pop up.
I'm gonna touch on three things. I mean, the first one is just a bunch of giz to prepare for King Giz show. Second, because of my recent, drives back, I have and it's actually right next to me since I put my car in the shop to get re-registered, whatever. I have the CD. This is honestly part of my top 5. Introducing by DJ Shadow. Are you all familiar?
I'm not.
I've heard of DJ Shadow, but I don't really know anything about him.
But dude, I can't. If you got me talking about it, I wouldn't shut up. But top 10, but number 1, night driving, especially during midnight. It's like in 1996, one of the first albums to be completely made by samples, but it's really done a really neat way. I actually have a book of just interviews with the guy, right, at my bookshelf right here. It's really cool hearing his insights, especially during the making of it. So shout out DJ Shadows Introducing. And then I would say something that's newer that I've been listening to a lot lately, especially the past 2 weeks, is that I think it came out 3 weeks ago. This is the album Most Normal by formerly known as Gila Band, formerly known as Girl Band, but outfit out of Ireland that does, before I would say noise rock, but now I'd say noisy noise rock. This is insane. It's like a nice lean 40 minutes, so it's really nice for runs, but dude, it is. I can't there's a lot of things that I like me some rock that's more out of whack, but oh my god, this hurts my ears. It's one of the downsides. There's literally a song that starts out with a dog whistle type thing that just hurts your ears. It's awful. But the rest of it just really cool, unhinged vocal stuff, really neat digital guitar sounds that just go nuts. A lot of contrast between quiet and just the loudest sounds you should be able to make. So yeah, I recommend Gila Band, Gilla band out of Ireland. Most Normal.
Like the little fucking the little lizards.
Monsters, yeah.
Yeah.
And for songs specifically, I think the second song, 8 Fivers, he's talking about clothes that suck, but it goes hard. And then Bin Liner Fashion, along with kind of the interlude that follows right after. Bin Liner Fashion is really good, but my most listened to song is probably it's only a minute outro of it. That's a different song that's just blown out loud, crazy with spoken word intermixed. It is just it's nuts. Nutty sounds. I do recommend
I feel like we need to get you and a guest we've had on multiple times. We need to get you and Austin in a fucking call together.
Oh yeah,
because that's also like the guy who knows the most, just like obscure, just like lives and breathes music in like a way that I fundamentally like just don't, which is awesome. Like it's fucking
I appreciate
sick.
it.
But yeah, we gotta get you and Austin.
I'm just saying it's called Capris. Capgrass, just like it's a great 55 seconds. And it's definitely like if we were to play this at the club, we would be calling taxis immediately. But I mean,
God, they scared the hoes away from the club. Oh hell,
dude,
sometimes it hits, you know. Yeah, I mean that's fucking sick. Thank you for coming on. It's been a
no problem.
And if y'all, we'll definitely be having you on.
If y'all have any weeks where nothing much is going on, I can definitely throw in some more left field stuff. And then if the stars align and if y'all are available already, or if I give enough bribe money, dude, I want to do Fishman.
Bro, the second you offer any bribe money, that's enough. So, but yeah, we'll for sure have you on again. This has been a really good time.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's been fucking sick. But so listener, thank you for listening this week and watching. If you did, remember to tune in next week for the next episode. I'm not used to that. We don't normally do breaks in guest seasons. But tune in next episode for the continuation of this guest season, Guest Fest 3, with The Car by Arctic Monkeys with my lovely wife, Victoria. She will be on, I think, in video for the first time. So unless you look at my personal socials, you don't know what she looks like. Be sure to tune in and listen to the album as much as you want in the next couple of weeks, I guess. So you can have your own thoughts and mentally join in the discussion with us. Once again, if you want to keep up with the show or share your thoughts about this week's episode, check out the socials. We are on Twitter at ListUpPodcast, Instagram at ListenUpPod. You know the drill. TikTok, no content. Maybe there will be. There won't be. But, give them a follow if you want. And those accounts, as well as our personal handles and the merch link, are going to be in the description of wherever you found this episode. Finally, if you enjoyed this episode, rating, review, like, subscribe. The bell. Those are the big 5.
Ring the bell.
Housekeeping. So if you're on YouTube, audio, respectively, hit it up. We love it. That'd be great. And other than that, for now, we'll check you next week. And remember to listen up.